This is Omari Hardwick, the guy that plays Ghost on the hit TV series Power on Stars. Recently, I was listening to a video from a YouTuber named Lowery, and I don't always agree with his views, but I was listening to him describe an incident Omari was talking about recently when he was out with his wife. And his wife is a white woman. And how a fan of the show Power, a black woman, thought he should break off from his wife just to take a picture with her. Basically feeling entitled. And Omari was like, hey, I'm with my wife right now. And basically this woman didn't respect the fact that this man was with his wife, who you see pictured right here. Him pictured with right here. And the entitled attitude, and there's actually a woman named Paris Milan who actually, when speaking of this incident, had the nerve to say how white women only take black men when they're broke. Which has to be the biggest joke I've ever heard. Because how many black women right now, or just women in general, but let's talk specific black women. How many black women right now that will co-sign what Paris Milan said? Yet, how many of them right now are dropping their drawers and touching their toes? Or some bum Negro that ain't got no job, ain't got no house of his own, ain't even living in a house he doesn't own, but pays the bills on, ain't got no car of his own, but want to dictate who a successful brother should be seeing. Now, I don't know nothing about Omari Hardwick's relationship. I don't know nothing about it. I mean, for all I know, he could have been with his lady for years, just like this guy right here, Michael Coulter. You might recognize him from playing Luke Cage. And his wife. His wife was with him when no one knew who he was, when he was a nobody. And black women were checking for him. And he got a similar backlash when it came out he was married to a white woman. And what I find most insulting is you hear black women talking about, well, as soon as these black men get successful, they go and get a white woman. Well, here's the thing. The white woman that's with Omari and with Michael Coulter, respectively, the white women that were with them, when they were bums. So basically, you jump on a brother who, as soon as he gets successful, he'll dump you for a white woman, which is wrong. Which is wrong, by the way. But you want Omari Hardwick or Michael Coulter to dump the white women that been with them for years for you. Isn't that some two-faced, hypocritical bull? And you know the rest. You know the rest. Sorry, I got news for you. No one in this world is entitled. You're not entitled to anything. Plus, most of the black women that have that mindset, or just women, period, that have that mindset, chances are, even if you met these men and they were single and available, they wouldn't want you. They wouldn't want you. Because guess what? I'll guarantee you these other, who just happen to be white, these white women are bringing something else to the table. Now, are they dime pieces? No. I've seen way better looking. Are they the ugliest things I've ever seen? No. But I'm not in their relationship. They was probably there when Omari and Michael respectively were struggling. That's called a relationship, folks. That's called being there for the struggle. When a brother or even a sister is trying to get there and you there to support them, that is a relationship. The problem is with people today, especially in the black community, they want to be there for the success. They don't want to be there for the struggle. And you got to get away from that. Anything worth having is going to stick. Now, if you standing behind him and he ain't doing nothing, then yeah, drop that bum. But if he's really trying to make something happen, you give that man your support. You give him criticism when necessary, but you give him your support. A lot of times when you get black men that are trying, y'all do nothing but nag, try to push, but you ain't put nothing in. You ain't putting no kind of work in. You ain't even keeping the house straight. But you want all the spoils. And I'm not just talking just to black women, even though this is primarily talking about the black women mindset about this. I ain't talking to just black women. I'm talking to even any woman, because there's lots of women with this mindset. Lots of men too with this mindset. They want their significant other to be ready-made. They want to enjoy the spoils, but they don't want to go through the struggles to get there. Life don't work like that. So I think I think I would be madder at these, like I said, I'm a big proponent of, and I've said this in the past concerning Steve Harvey, about how I've always criticized him for dumping his ride or die chick, Mary, for Marjorie. And I'm looking at it from the outside in. Granted, I don't know all the details inside, but I always criticized him. And let me tell you, if these brothers did do what these black women wanted them to do, I would criticize them. So I'd be like, wait a minute, this woman was with you when nobody knew who it was, and then now all of a sudden, you're going to dump him for this sister who wasn't there for your struggle. Now, if you upgrade, I still think it's wrong, but if you upgrade, that's different. That's a little different. But if you just dump them just to have a black chick, just so everybody sit down and shut up, nah, even I would look at you funny. And by the way, all I got to say on that is, to wrap this up, is people need to just leave people like Omari Hardwick, Michael Coulter, or even Michael B. Jordan alone. They don't owe you. In fact, most of you black women that are co-signing Paris Milan, most of y'all weren't checking for them like that until they got big. Let's be honest. They've been around for a minute. Especially Michael B. Jordan. They've been around for a minute. But y'all weren't checking for them like that until they got big. So why are you saying something now? And why should they leave the people that supported them when no one knew who they were? Why? Just out of some loyalty to the race? No, later for that. I mean, I personally prefer black women. But if the woman that's there to support and help me along so we can both build together just happens to be white, then so be it. She just happened to be Mexican, so be it. She just happened to be Middle Eastern, so be it. I mean, life too short to be worried about stuff like this. Now, if they came out and said something against black people, that would be different. But they haven't, as far as I know. So I say, leave Omari Hardwick alone. Concentrate on your life. Building your life. Quit worrying about who these dudes are sleeping with that you would never have a chance in hell at anyway. Well, that's all I got to say on this. I'm out.